Okay, since I'm on a King's Quest 1 kick, I thought I may as well try the AGD Interactive um, Remake. So this is not by Sierra or any relation to Sierra, other than I believe it was licensed and approved, but it's a free game available on the internet and a complete remake of King's Quest 1 done with VGA graphics and point-and-click interface. Let's start with the introduction.
You are Sir Graham, the bravest and most honorable knight in the troubled realm of Daventry. King Edward the Benevolent, aged ruler of Daventry, has summoned you to the castle for reasons unknown.
Greetings, Sir Graham. The King is expecting you. Allow me to escort you to His Majesty's throne room.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
Raise the portcullis.
I am at your service, my king.
I am an old man, Sir Graham. Perhaps too old to carry the weight of this crown. My bones ache, my hands tremble. I am afraid my time on earth grows short. But enough about me. Great misfortunes have befallen Daventry since the loss years ago of 3 magical treasures. I have chosen you, the finest knight in all of Daventry, to search for these lost treasures. Only then can this kingdom be restored to its former glory. And only then may I rest with the knowledge that my people are safe. The first treasure is a magic mirror that foretells the future. The second is a magical shield that protects the bearer from all mortal harm. The third and last is an enchanted chest that is forever filled with gold. I know that what I ask is difficult, nay, perhaps impossible. The dangers are many, but you are brave and pure of heart. That is why I chose you to volunteer. If you succeed, you will inherit my crown and rule the realm of Daventry as her rightful king. Go, Sir Graham, and know that the fate of Daventry lies in your hands.
Take heart, my king. I shall not fail you.
Okay, so nice portraits. The voice acting is okay for a fan remake, but not what I would consider up to professional standards. But let's go. I'm gonna leave all dead ends intact, but I probably won't hit any.
You have selected to play with dead ends enabled. The game will play exactly the same way as the EGA version of King's Quest 1. These stone-faced this deep swamp. That's strange.
I'm gonna tackle this game much the same way I did the official AGI and SSCI versions of the game.
You're in a shady.
Let's kill Graham for the first time.
The moving rock rolls downhill and with a small There is an intricate... You reach into...
Yeah, I can tell they seem to have modeled their graphics after the SCI version. In fact, the location of the tree and how that previous board was set up.
Finding plenty of footholds in the coarse bark of the tree, you easily...
I did that in the other version too. Thankfully, this tree doesn't kill you. This is almost less forgiving than the AGI version. This isn't even... I just want to pick up the stupid egg for get the points. Climbing that beanstalk is going to be a pain.
That's... You carefully lift the... You're look... This is a well... You pluck a plum... Wandering along... The elf is impressed by...
I've had me up for just a minute.
With that... You pick... Inscribed on the inside... There is a... Be careful. There's not... There's a large... There's not... You choose a... When you open the wall... This is one egg that... To your astonishment, something began... You eat every... Be careful. There's a sorcerer lurking.
The graphics and the colors do look the graphics and colors do look very lush and much better than the SCI version.
The water of this. The water. Suddenly you hear the heavy. You'll have to move. That's you. It's use. The hole appears to go deep down. You would need to.
We'll come back to the woodcutter.
You grab.
I think this is where I started, but I'm not positive.
This is the most marvelous house you've ever seen. The chimney is made of gummy bricks. The door is made. That's strange. You don't get it. That's. Yum. The house tastes. Yum. There is no.
This is uncannily exactly like the previous one in the SCI.
You grab the. There is a message written off in the distance.
I can smell someone tasty in my house.
It's just a. In contrast to.
I'm going to get my cauldron ready to cook someone for dinner. Yum. After I get the cauldron nice and hot, I'll be ready to have someone for dinner.
You need to. With a mighty shove, you take the. Yum. The huge snake is. Even if the snake. There's no way. The woodcutter speaks to you.
We would welcome you to our home, Sir Knight, but I fear...
The woodcutter sits in. The woodcutter still. The woodcutter. To your astonishment. The wood.
Thank you. Please,
You cannot. This is a. This weathered old bucket has. After you are in the old bucket,
Do not remember being able to do that. Climb into the bucket.
you manage with difficulty. You are too. It's you, Sir Graham. It looks like this. This isn't the check. This is. This is. This is. There's not. Think again. When this dragon talks, things have a tendency to catch fire. Greed and scale, the ferocious fire. Good shot. Unable to defend itself with anything. The mirror shimmers. You take this. This. The magic.
The path through this is a lot clearer than the path that was through the SSCI Remake one. I am continuing to walk through my exploration. Didn't mean to grab the thing so quickly. The mirror.
Lovely wildflowers. There's what a there's it would from here you can see that the stump is very old. The old stump is damp to the touch. You should look into dark inside the rotting as you lift the pouch. When you peek inside, you're in. There is. It would be easy. There's
Whoops. I'll have to get another carrot and come back for that.
There are some beautiful as you start to cross the bridge.
Well, what have we got here? You think you're gonna cross my... You're quite the little chatterbox, ain't ya? No, quite you haven't.
That's strange.
Gentle Sir Graham, your quest is indeed noble. What little aid I shall be...
You pick a lot. That you play.
I think I caught all the random stuff you pick up. Now I just have to find the troll. Or rather the goat.
There's no. Very clever. You
Ye best be careful, young Graham. The mystic protective spell of mine has weakened and departed.
As you start, it is a well-known... The goat lowers his head and runs straight for the troll. That's the last...
And I give the goat his freedom. I guess he gave me a hat trick on the troll.
You see a wizened old gnome.
Welcome, Sir Graham. I have something that will be of great use. I'll give you...
That's how they did it. I'm gonna use, I guess, Rumpelstiltskin backwards.
That's right. Oh, as a reward for your shop, somebody as smart as yourself should have... Well, step over here. Here you are.
You plant the... What a beautiful sight. The cloud...
Seriously?
Next time,
That's
keep your
actually
feet
pretty
on the
funny.
ground and your head out of the clouds.
In the AGI version, it took me a really difficult time to climb up the beanstalk.
Looks like you had a bad fall.
Gotta be careful about it. Time to start saving.
Looks like you had a bad fall this
Worse than the
spring.
tree.
Looks like you had a bad fall.
In the SCI version, I didn't have any troubles with the beanstalk.
Looks like you had a bad fall this spring. Looks like you had a bad fall this spring. Looks like you had a bad fall.
Okay, just gonna walk straight. And I should be much better now.
You are in the land of... These...
First, I'm gonna go grab the sling. Then I'm gonna wait for the giant to fall asleep and steal his thing. His magic chest.
There is a You reach into the hole and find a leather slingshot. The enormous giant has been carrying that... There is nothing...
I was afraid that would happen. When did I save last?
The giant did a smashing job of defeating you. Thick, puffy clouds can be... You reach into the hole and find... You missed. Then again, you weren't aiming at...
I don't think I lost any points for that slingshot shot.
The trees here are There is nothing up there.
I just saved it, right?
The giant did a smashing job of defeating you.
This giant is better than the one in the AGI game.
The giant did a smashing job of...
That was a failure. I tried to use the keyboard to move at the guy,
The giant did a smashing job of defeating you.
and he just stopped.
The giant did a smashing job of defeating...
That's my sound of frustration.
The giant is getting...
Oh man, I almost had him.
The giant did a smashing job of... The giant did a smashing job of defeating you.
I wonder if I could hide behind that tree up to top right.
The giant is getting tired.
Ooh, did it this time.
Good job. The huge... Slowly.
Now let's see how I do. Walking down these stairs, which I've done every time.
Suddenly, a small...
That was lucky. I escaped the dwarf. So I didn't have to lose any treasure and points. I'm doing this way better than I did in the SCI version. Don't jinx yourself.
This is a... As you reach out to open...
Okay, got chest. And I think I have everything I need. So I just have to go find the well cave. Bit of a cheat. Actually, I use the same cheat in the SCI version.
There's...
My memory is this version forced you to get the treasures in a specific order, but I don't know if that's completely true, or if that's true in this version. This is version 4.
These
I played it when it first came out.
With a mighty leap, you grab hold of the condor's talons.
And yeah, I looked the spot to stand. I looked that up before I started because I knew that was the trickiest part of this game. They didn't have a very wide range of spots where you could stand there. Too bad Graham wasn't smart enough to bring some rope. Oh, that's actually nice. It's a mushroom like the AGI version instead of the SCI version. The SCI version was all white. The AGI version was like a weird blue and red. So they sort of crossed the two.
Don't be afraid. You need to... This...
Hello there, my friend. Are you wanna pass through? Well, maybe. Come a little closer.
The rat grit.
That's like cheese, eh? Well,
The rat drools at the sight of the cheese. Amazingly enough, you... Oh no! There are 2 leprechaun guards here. Unfortunately, you don't... Carved into the top of this stone pillar.
I think
Wonderful job.
you can do
Leprechauns
something with
find
the
fiddle
clover.
music irresistible. The moment they hear the music, they begin dancing a frenzied jig.
But this is the right way to do it if you want to get the staff, which is worth more points. rather the leprechaun scepter, which is just a random treasure that has no bearing on the rest of the game.
Finally, swept away by the snappy... Overhearing the fiddle music you played in the hallway, the leprechauns have begun to dance.
Why does dancing make leprechauns disappear? Some of the things you think when you play a game 3 times in one day. You take the leprechaun. The small... You are... You eat. Now I just gotta run back to the castle. After playing the game 3 times in one day, I guess I'm learning the layout.
The portcullis. You are That's odd. More curious still, the courtyard is deserted. This area is usually filled with the ladies and lords of the castle. This is highly unusual. You begin to feel deeply disturbed, as if all is not right within the castle. You can faintly hear a commotion in the king's chamber to the west.
There is nothing to be done. Oh, our king's melancholy is too much for his heart to bear. If only Sir Graham had returned with the 3 lost treasures of Daventry.
It's Sir Graham.
He's returned.
Did he find the treasures? Shh. Listen.
Your Highness, I am at your service.
Did you succeed in your quest?
I did, Your Majesty. Here, as you commanded, the magic mirror, the magic shield, and the magic chest.
I'm afraid it is a little too late for me, but you have done superbly, my knight. As I promised, the crown is yours. I know you will serve this kingdom well.
The king is dead. live the king! Long live the king!
And thus ended Sir Graham's quest for the lost treasures of Daventry. Despite the loss of their beloved King Edward, the people of Daventry grew happy and prosperous for years to come. And whenever King Graham looked into his magic mirror, he saw visions of adventures yet to come for him, for his children, and for Daventry, the land he loved so much.
So I thought the game was pretty good. A great remake. I loved it the first time I played it. I don't think it would match professional contemporary standards for what we see today. Even retro games I would expect slightly more. And the voice acting feels a bit like an amateur game, but I mean, I love what they've done, and I've checked out some of their commercial stuff, such as Alimo and their other remakes. So AGD did a great job with this stuff. Can't believe I ran through all 3 King's Quest 1s on the same day. There's a lot more water in Daventry than I remember. Is this thing going in a loop? Have we already seen all this before?